Hey guys, welcome to Diamond Tutorials, and today what we're going to be teaching you is a full round-trip workflow for editing and coloring your BlackMagic Cinema Camera files. How this is going to work is we're going to take your RAW CinemaDNG files, bring them into Davinci Resolve, edit them in Avid Media Composer, bring them back into Davinci Resolve, and then do your final output in After Effects, all using XMLs and AAFs. Alright guys, now that we have our Davinci Resolve program open, go ahead and log in and create a new project. We're naming this project Tutorial, but feel free to name the project whatever you like. Okay, now in your library tab, locate the folder that you have placed your BlackMagic files in. Once you've located them, drag them down to your media pool and get ready to enter the Conform tab. What you're going to do in the Conform tab is in your timeline section, right click and create new timeline. This next step is completely optional, but we're going to be showing you that you can create simple cuts in the timeline of your Conform tab, and those same cuts will be present throughout the entire time of this project through every single workflow. Like I said before, this step is completely optional, so don't feel it's mandatory. Alright, in our color tab, what we're going to do is a basic color correction. Once again, this step is also optional, but I like to see pleasing media rather than gray washed out raw footage from the BlackMagic camera. So what we're doing is just a basic color correction in this instance. In your presets window under deliver, you want to go to easy setup and export to Final Cut Pro. We're going to be making proxies. Codec, I choose ProRes 422 proxy because it's very small and easy to export. Make sure you do render audio so the audio is attached to the clip, and go to browse and place the media wherever you would like. At the bottom of your render settings, click add job. You're going to need a window that pops up. Click continue and then get ready to start your render. I have sped the process up to show you that it will indeed render out all cuts, and get ready to bring this file into Avid Media Composer. What we're going to be doing in Avid Media Composer is linking to AMA and then consolidating our footage to MXF. So first off, create your bins, sequences, folders, whatever fits your project, then right click all the way down, click link to AMA. Locate wherever folder you placed your proxies in and import those via linking to AMA. Next up, what you're going to want to do is highlight all of those proxies. Right click them and then go to consolidate and transcode. To unclick skip media files already on target drive and click delete original media files when done, and then consolidate. Once you have done consolidating your files, what you can do is create your master edit and get ready to import those back into Davinci Resolve. Now go to File, go to Export. On the bottom, click Options, Export As, and make sure that says AAF. And underneath that, what you're going to want to make sure, which is really important, you have include all video and data tracks in the sequence and include all audio tracks in the sequence. Make sure those are clicked, and then do Save. Right now you're saving your AAF so we can bring it back into Davinci Resolve and create a master color with the same sequence we just edited in Avid Media Composer. And let's head over straight to the Conform tab, and under Timelines, what you're going to want to do is go to File, Import AAF EDL XML, and locate that same exact AAF that we just created in Avid Media Composer with our proxies. This is very important. Make sure that you unclick automatically set project settings and automatically import source clips into media pool. Those need to be unclicked so it can link back to the original RAW 2.k files that the BlackMagic has provided us. As you can tell, it's created a new timeline with the same cuts that you just made in Avid Media Composer. Now here is where it's all up to you. You just need to do your final color correction, final power windows, make sure your curves and white balances are set, make sure you have true blacks and whites, whatever fits your best needs for the project. Okay, so here's a very important step. Go to Easy Setup, and what we're going to do is export Final Cut Pro XML round trip. And this is optional as well, but what we're going to do is we're going to export the full 2K files so we can bring them into After Effects, and you can have complete control of how big you want the files. So what we're going to do is just pretty much create also a high-res, high-quality version of these two. Make sure all the settings are the same as before. Click Continue, and then start render. Now what we're going to do is import that XML into After Effects for our final project, where we can add titles, we can add visual motion effects, we can add anything that you would like to in After Effects with the same project that we've been using the whole time. Alright, so go to File, Import, then go to Pro, Import After Effects. Next, what you're going to do is locate that XML that you just created in Davinci Resolve. Now, as you can tell, we have the final product from the entire workflow in full high def 2.5K RAW in After Effects. Now this step is all up to you. What you can do from here is you can, add titles, motion graphics. What I'm doing right now is I'm converting my composition to 1080p, so what I can do is I can have a lot of room to move around my footage because it's shot in 2K and the composition is 1080p, so I could size the footage up and or down. And then you add to render queue, go to lossless, format options, video codec, ProRes 422HQ. Okay, make sure you enable audio output so you can hear whatever the file has on the audio spectrum. Then go to output 2, then export wherever you want your file to be. And if you guys had any questions about this workflow, feel free to follow me on Twitter and ask me any questions. Also, there's a link in the description where you can go over to my website, and there's a full post explaining this whole process in vigorous detail, step by step, with pictures, and there's also a downloadable PDF. So for you BlackMagic owners out there that kind of want to have a really solid workflow and not have to export and import all these files over and over again, I suggest this workflow is... Oh, and if you're editing on Avid, you can adapt this workflow to work with Final Cut Pro and or Premiere, or pretty much any non-linear editor that you want to be editing with. But in this instance, I picked Avid Media Composer because that's my native editor. But you guys can pick whatever editor you want to, and this workflow should work for you. Thank you for watching. If you had any questions, comment below in the comment section or ask me on Twitter. And feel free to head over to my website where there's a full forum on how to do all this step by step with pictures and a downloadable PDF. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if this helped, and I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching Diamond Tutorials, and have a nice day.